Hi boys and girls, today we're going to be putting together some super cute cardinal Christmas tree ornaments. These are the things that you should have in your kit. A couple of the cardboard cardinal cutouts with the hangers attached, a green scarf, a little Christmas wreath, 2 bundles of the red yarn, some feathers, some little black pieces of felt, googly eyes and beaks, some tacky glue, and then for your treats today, we're going to have some Cracker Jack. This does have nuts in it, so please make sure you talk to your grown-up before eating any of the snacks that are in our art club kits. Let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is take your cardboard cardinal and one of the bundles of red yarn, and you're going to take the end of it and put it through where there's that little split on the tail of the cardinal. That way, as you start wrapping the yarn around the cardboard, it's not going to fall off of it. Start down by the tail, and I'm going to pull my yarn kind of tight as I get close to the edge of the tail. And then I'm going to go back through the other direction, and I'm going to start wrapping the cardinal, the whole thing. Now I'm leaving some space in between here because we're going to go back through and really cover that up. Do you see how I went diagonal here when you get to that round belly? Sometimes the yarn tends to slip. So if you go diagonally, it'll hold it a little bit better. I'm going to turn it over. And now that I'm close to the hanger here, I'm going to just start wrapping it this direction. So I'm going back over that yarn. I find it's easiest to hold the yarn with one hand and hold the bird with the other hand and try not to switch too much. Now again, as we get close to the head of the cardinal, we're going to need to pull our yarn a little bit tighter so it doesn't slip off of there. You can get pretty close to the edge, but not exactly on it. And now, since I have so much yarn left over, I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to fill in all of these places where we can see the cardboard. And now that I'm just about out of yarn, I'm going to wrap it around one last time, and I'm going to tuck it in so that it doesn't come apart, just like that. Then you can add a little bit of glue right there just to make sure it really sticks in tight. Now that we have our cardinal wrapped with yarn, it's time to start adding the details so that we can really tell what it is. You're going to use your tacky glue for this. If this is the first time using your bottle of glue, you're going to need to cut off the end of it so the glue will come out. And we're going to start by adding the beak. Now to add the black part, there are 2 sides. One is sort of glittery and textured, and then the other one is plain black. You're going to put the glue on the side that is glittery and textured. And the bigger end goes closest to the beak, so that it'll look like this. Now I need to add my eyeball. On this cardinal, I'm going to add the scarf. So to do that, I'm going to start on the back side and wrap one end of the scarf around and then fold up that other end so that it looks like it's crossing right in the front there. Add a little bit of glue underneath. For the second cardinal ornament, instead of putting a scarf around his neck, you're going to put this little wreath around his neck. So instead of doing the scarf at this point, you would just slide that wreath right onto it. And you actually don't need to glue this part down. It will just rest and kind of hold on to the yarn like that. Now the last thing we need to do is add the feathers, and our cardinal ornaments will be finished. Add some glue right to the top of the head and press your feather inside there. When you add the feathers to this tacky glue, you just want to kind of lightly press it into the glue and then leave it alone. You don't need to hold it down, and in fact, if you do hold it down, it tends to stick to your finger and then it kind of rips it off. So put your glue down. Add the feather. Press it lightly and then just leave it alone. Make sure that you leave this to dry overnight before you do anything with it. This tacky glue does take a very long time to dry. I hope you guys had fun putting together these feathery cardinal ornaments for your Christmas trees. Since you're making two, one of them would make an excellent gift for a friend. Be sure to send me some pictures. I'd love to see your artwork. And until next time, bye!